Well guys, it's time to go down into the palace. If anyone remembers this fine fellow over here, the "you may not pass" guy, if you ever tried to come in earlier, he finally lets you in after Jaren tells you about what's going on. Essentially a bunch of demons have been pouring out, unsurprisingly, because this is Diablo. So the first few levels of this are very straightforward. You just need to stick to one side, and you'll eventually find your way to the bottom. We just need to push through all these mages, not get ourselves killed, ideally. Now these invaders will eventually run into a super unique one who is guarding the portal. What is his name? Fire Eye? Something like that? But in the meantime, we just need to keep pushing through. We should find the lower level down there. Now we just need to work our way through the doors here. Fortunately, the element of the day is cold, which is never fun as a melee character. But we will push through it regardless. And skill shrine. Always nice. Even if our skills are level 1, everyone can have better skills. Got some big beasties up here now that we're in the palace cellar, which are pretty much just giant sacks of health as far as we're concerned. None of them are that threatening. So we will just keep pushing through. Like I said, these earlier zones are actually pretty easy to get through as far as like they're not very maze-like, probably because of the idea that this is underneath a palace. Why would the palace be a total maze? So we are moving down. We found the waypoint there. Which I believe is the only, for the record, let me just head back up to it. This is sometimes useful because if you're trying to help people through the, through Act 2, if you're rushing them, sometimes Kalen up there will bug out. He won't let people through the door, or other times people just forget to talk to Jaren to let themselves in. So sometimes it can be better to just get in there and open a portal up on the harem to let people in. But usually not a huge deal. Just one of those things that I thought I'd mention. So, Palace Cellar level 3. This is the final level. Somewhere in the center will be a portal, which will let us into the Arcane Sanctuary. After we fight the guy I mentioned earlier, whose name still escapes me. I'm pretty sure it's something like Fire Eye. But he is the weird multi-arm, really lanky tall things that we saw earlier. Oh, we walked into a shooting gallery here. Another rune. I think that's our third L. You could upgrade it if you wanted. So it's usually in the middle center here. It's just a matter of finding the correct passages to get there. Which it looks like we found a way. There you go. a lot of skeletons, apparently. I think whether we circle back or go this way, it's going to be the same thing. Those blunderbore guys are a mob type that we're going to see a few times before this game finishes. And you can see there on the minimap, that is the next level. Hey, it was right on the name. That feels nice. Our mercenary decided he's had enough. He's just gonna sit here. He's like, I carried you through the Viper Temple. You can do this one on your own. There we go. Mr. Fire Eye down. Fortunately, didn't drop very many potions for us. I was hoping to be lazy. And here we go. Open up the portal. Boom. Arcane Sanctuary. Now, a few things about it. See those symbols? Those are the symbols of the tombs that we're going to end up going through. The backdrop always reminded me of the if you ever saw the old like Windows 94, 98 screensaver where it's just the dots floating by, always kind of reminded me of them. And to some degree the old StarCraft backdrops on certain levels when you're out in space. Lightning enchanted, lovely. So the way Arcane Sanctuary works is there are 4 ways you can go. 3 of them are fake, or dead ends, whichever way you want to refer to it, while 1 has the summoner at the end. And being a coward on this for that reason right there. So essentially you just need to either be very quick or very lucky if you're hoping to find the end point. These ghosts here drain your mana, which can be annoying for certain classes. Now, I am notoriously bad when rushing people through this zone for getting the direction wrong, having to try all 4 paths before I find it. As someone who doesn't use any map-related trickery, having to just guess. Luckily, when you're rushing people, you're usually a sorceress, so it's just a few minutes at worst of teleporting around. On this character, we'll be running, although you can always TP back to the waypoint to start again, so you don't need to do too much backtracking. If you're hoping to like level up, you could go down the opposite path. Essentially, how the Arcane Sanctuary works is it's a straight path, and then it breaks off and goes like a rectangle, or 2 squares in a sense, because it does connect with the other side, so it makes a big rectangle. And then it meets up again at the center. So if you're maximizing the efficiency of farming this zone, which it's not the worst as far as XP. Usually people sometimes go here if they're not in the ideal level range for the tombs. They'll stick around here and kill a few more guys. So I mean, there's worse spots to try and farm. There's the first branch. It goes over there to the other side. I don't know if we'll want to do that. we're on track level-wise. I think usually you want to be like 18 to low 20s for Duriel. Something like that. Duriel is pretty tricky though, so I would say if there's someone to overlevel on, he's a good person to overlevel on. We are almost at the end of this zone. We'll see if we found the right one. I'm gonna go with no, just from what I'm seeing, although I can't say for certain. Usually it's good to follow it all the way through anyways, because there's usually chests or something at the end. Oh, never mind, I am full of shit. It was the right one. Well, lucky us, first try. I am just gonna kill all the extra guys around here. Okay, you gotta kill the summoner. He hurls a ton of magic attacks at you, so you want to be careful. He does a lot of damage. I'm trying to get my merc to come here to help. There we go. Boom. He is kind of a pushover. Now, as I was saying in the other one, you can actually see there's the 7 symbols here, and there's only 6 here. So you can actually look at them to figure out which ones don't exist. So from what I see here, the triangle isn't on these ones, right? So that will mean this quest thing will tell us that the real tomb is the triangle. But for some reason it says I can't complete this, so I guess we'll have to do that in the next one, and I'll have to figure out something. Probably just remake the game. But that is the Arcane Sanctuary done. The summoner, by the way, a lot of people thought it was the sorcerer from Diablo 1. That's kind of like one of the running theories. I don't know if that was ever confirmed. I know he eventually got more fluff in the books. He's the brother of Bartuk, I think, something like that. I haven't read all the Diablo lore books, so I couldn't tell you, but I know the running theory is that Blood Raven's the rogue from Diablo 1, Horizon, whatever the hell his name is the sorcerer, and of course the canon one is that the warrior, which is the Leoric's son, was the what turns into the Wanderer, and then Diablo, which is confirmed. I'm not sure about the other ones, but it's a nice callback and it's fun to think about in any case. So in the next video we will be going into the tombs to fight Duriel in our search for Baal, but yeah, unfortunately it doesn't go too well for us. So I'll see you guys in the next one.